Dangerous standoff in space. Russia is making new threats regarding the safety of an American astronaut on the International Space Station in response to crippling U.S. sanctions. Transportation correspondent Gio Benitez has the story. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, George, good morning. Yeah, this relationship between Americans and Russians in space has always been seen as life or death. Now that relationship is in question, and right here this morning, one legendary astronaut is now sounding off. This morning, the International Space Station in political crosshairs as Russia retaliates against American sanctions. The head of the Russian Space Agency, Dmitry Rogozin, posting this video on social media threatening to abandon American astronaut Mark Vande Hei at the station. He's supposed to return home on a Russian ship in just 3 weeks.
I never thought I would ever hear anything so outrageous.
Former NASA astronaut Scott Kelly heard enough after Rogozin tweeted another video of technicians covering up the U.S. and Japanese flags on a rocket. Kelly fired back. Without those flags and the foreign exchange they bring in, your space program won't be worth a damn. Maybe you can find a job at McDonald's, if McDonald's still exists in Russia. Rogozin responding by calling Kelly a moron with dementia.
This is my first ever, real engagement with someone in that kind of a negative way.
And it happens to be the head of the Russian space program.
Yeah, big deal. Head of the Russian space program.
Rogozin also making an ominous threat that without Russian help to move the ISS away from space junk, the ISS would crash into America or other countries. What do you think about that?
I think it's just a crazy threat. It's not really based in reality. So we do have the ability to control the orbit of the space station independent from the Russian Space Agency. So I don't see that happening.
Earlier this week, after halting sales of a Russian-made engine used by the American Atlas rockets, Rogozin said the U.S. would need broomsticks to get to space. Overnight, SpaceX firing back as it launched its Falcon rocket carrying satellites to orbit.
Time to let the American broomstick fly and hear the sounds of freedom. LD is go for launch.
Falcon 9, 747.
Meanwhile, ULA, the maker of that Atlas rocket, says it already has enough Russian engines stored away in Alabama and that rocket is being retired anyway. George.
But what happens if Russia actually follows through on this and doesn't let Vande Hei board the Soyuz at the end of the month?
So look, NASA is being very quiet about this, George, but here's what we know. NASA always has a backup plan to the backup plan, and in this case, Vande Hei would probably stay on the ISS a little bit longer and then just hitch a ride on the next SpaceX Crew Dragon.
Okay, Gio Benitez, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.